Do you wake up with leg cramps or restless legs at night? Or notice eye twitching, poor sleep quality, or unexplained headaches? Most people think stress, hormones, or aging, but one of the most overlooked pieces that I see in practice is low magnesium. Hello, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Miller, naturopathic doctor, and these are the 7 signs that I look for when magnesium might be part of the picture. Just a disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only and is not considered personalized medical advice. So magnesium affects your muscles, your sleep, your energy, and your nervous system. So when it's low, it doesn't show up as one obvious symptom, it shows up as a pattern. The first pattern we often see is muscle cramps or twitching. So magnesium helps your muscles relax. So when it's low, they stay more tight, making them more reactive. When I see patients who say, I get leg cramps at night, my eye won't stop twitching, my body just feels tight all the time, these little muscle spasms may be a clue that your muscles are magnesium depleted. The next pattern we see is that tired but wired feeling at night. So magnesium helps calm the nervous system. So without enough of it, your body has a harder time fully switching into rest mode. So you feel exhausted during the day, but then alert at night. Or you often wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning and you just can't fall back asleep again. Not to mention those restless legs keep you up even further. The next pattern we see is low dragging energy. So magnesium is required to actually make energy in your cells. As we covered in episode 1, it's the important key to activating ATP, our body's energy currency. So when magnesium levels are low, everything can feel like more effort. This often looks like afternoon crashes, needing caffeine to get through the day, or workouts just feeling harder than they should. The next pattern we see is headaches or migraines. So I talk about oral or topical magnesium a lot with my patients with chronic headaches because it plays a role in how your brain, muscles, and blood vessels respond to stress. Remember, magnesium is a vasodilator to blood vessels. So when magnesium's low, people can have more pressure in the blood vessels of the head. Not to mention, if the muscles are tight in the neck, traps, and around the scalp, it can feel like more tension and pressure in the head. So when it's low, some people are often more prone to headaches, especially tension headaches. The next pattern is feeling anxious or easily overwhelmed. This is a big one. Magnesium helps regulate your stress response. So when it's low, your nervous system can feel more sensitive and more reactive. Patients will often say, I feel on edge for no reason, I can't shut my brain off, or everything just feels so overwhelming. Magnesium serves as an important cofactor in calming the nerves that play a role in the stress response. So if you need help calming the mind, magnesium can be very helpful. Another common pattern we see are heart palpitations or fluttering when magnesium is low. So magnesium is involved in the electrical rhythm of the heart. So when it's low, some people notice that fluttering or palpitation sensation. This is always something to get checked with your doctor just to be safe, but it's one of those patterns that I would pay attention to as well. The next pattern is long-term bone health. So magnesium also plays a role in how we regulate calcium and build our bones. So over time, low intake of magnesium can impact our bone strength, especially in women. Now, there's not a lot of symptoms to low bone density until somebody's so low that it's presenting as osteoporosis, so more fractures or low density on the DEXA scan. But if you know that osteoporosis runs in your family, or you're nearing a low estrogen time in your life, such as menopause, ensuring your magnesium levels are optimized is going to be very bone protective. Realistically, for bone optimization, magnesium is an important one to focus on earlier in life when your bone density is already high, especially in women before menopause occurs. So why is magnesium deficiency so common? This is the part that most people don't realize. If you're eating healthy, you can actually still be low. Our soil has less minerals in it than it used to, processed foods are low in magnesium, and many medications can deplete magnesium, like birth control or acid reflux medications like omeprazole. Caffeine and alcohol consumption also can deplete magnesium, and stress can actually increase how much your body uses. So it becomes this quiet, chronic gap. In practice, I think about magnesium when I see a cluster of poor sleep, muscle tension, fatigue, headaches, and high stress. So it's not just one symptom, but that pattern, because lab testing for magnesium does not always reflect the true biological amounts of magnesium in the body. So I often rely on all of these symptoms together to help direct my treatment decisions. In fact, serum testing only measures less than 1% of total body magnesium. So you can test normal, but still be functionally low. If you're listening to this and you're thinking, okay, that's actually me, you're not alone. Magnesium deficiency is incredibly common, and it can be an easy fix with supplements or adding more magnesium-rich foods to your diet. If this video was helpful, hit the subscribe button, and in the next video, I'll break down how much magnesium you actually need in a day and how to pick a dose that will optimize your health without causing side effects. I'll see you in the next episode.